Hello, Internet. This is Adam Leak, Aaron. Welcome back to more box office predictions. Again, like The Kitchen, this one's coming out ridiculously late. It's coming out so last minute, but I had work the previous day. It came out of nowhere, so I didn't have a chance to upload then. But I'm here now. So let's just get this out of the way. Scary stories to tell in the dark. And I actually filmed a previous version of this prediction, but I didn't like it very much, so I'm kind of redoing it. And right before I redid it, I was looking at the early numbers for Friday and like the weekend. This actually has quite a bit of traction, and which is surprising because, in my opinion, the trailers didn't look all that interesting. They look kind of lame, if you asked me. But it's PG-13. Got that younger audience who love horror. They'll watch anything as long as it looks decent, or at least it looks semi-scary, even if the movie's complete trash. But from what I've heard, this movie is not trash. It has like an 81% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is very high for horror. And yeah, everything's looking great for this movie. So let's just go over its pros, just in general, and cons. Its pros, well, it's a horror movie in August. August is known to be a decent time to release a horror movie. I mean, you had Annabelle Creation, which came out 2 years ago. That ended up being the biggest movie of that August. Granted, that August was atrocious. But still, it was the winner. Can't argue with that. And then a year before that, there was Don't Breathe, which was one of my favorite movies of that year, actually. And that did great business, too. So, because this movie has great reviews, like the other two, because all three had good reviews. Because of the good reviews, this movie will likely do well. But the thing is, Crawl had good reviews, but that only did modestly, which I'm like, huh? But I guess Alligators. Well, with that prediction I did for Crawl, I thought, oh, it's kind of like, recent shark movies. It might do as well as that, even though it's like an alligator instead of a shark. But it turns out alligators are just not as cool as sharks. So maybe that was the reason, who knows. But Scary Stories, I honestly don't know. Judging by the trailers, again, it looked kind of lame with like all this like really. It looked like one of those movies that had just a lot of forced jump scares that tries so hard to scare the 12-year-olds in the audience. That's what it looked like, but apparently it's a bit more than that. Has a bit more substance. And yeah, again, that PG-13 rating definitely helps it because last year, actually exactly last year, there was Slender Man movie, which everyone hated. You know how many videos I've seen, or at least you see of people hating that movie? Yeah, I heard it's really, really bad. I haven't seen it, obviously, but that only did modestly. But this movie is actually doing a lot better than that. When it comes to early numbers that I've seen. So yeah, overall, I guess the only potential con is that this movie is going to be very front-loaded because that's how horror movies usually are. Like, they start out real hot, and then the hype just dies down. That's just how it is. Even if the movie's great, that's usually how it is for all horror movies. So, it'll probably... As long as this movie has a decent enough opening, it won't matter. As long as it's cheap enough, it won't matter. But anywho... Final predictions for opening weekend. Final prediction. Originally, I thought it would make like 10 to 15 million. But because of the recent surge of good reviews and like literally all the other movies with the exception of Dora bombing, I'm actually upping my prediction to 20 million. Maybe even more than that. Who knows? But yeah, 20 million is my new prediction. Final total will probably be around 50 million if I had to guess. And yeah, so that's my final prediction on Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Alright, next one we're doing the, let's look at this. Oh boy, the following week. Well, good thing I already did Angry Birds 2, which somehow has good reviews. I don't know why. But yeah, you got all these. The next one I'm doing is 47 Meters Down Uncaged, and then Blinded by the Light, then Good Boys, then Where'd You Go, Bernadette, then Ready or Not, then Angel Has Fallen, then Overcomer, and then Don't Let Go. What the heck is those? I think I've seen that. I saw commercials for it. And then that'll be it for summer. Make a whole, the good, the meh, and the ugly for all the summer movies. Then I'll start with the fall predictions, which begins with a bang. And that bang is It Chapter 2, which is obviously going to be a big deal when it comes out. So yeah, that is all. Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Want to go check out other predictions, have 2 playlists, the blockbusters and the not blockbusters. Go check those out. And yeah, that is all, and I am out.